Welcome back. Like, share, and subscribe. Bro, we still going. Look, I mean, I saw this first thing this morning, and I'm just like, okay, that explains why these rumors are being pushed about the PlayStation 6. And most likely the PlayStation 6 is not going to have a disk drive. Everything is going to be digital. As you can see here, it says PlayStation will assist production of physical discs for new games in January 2028. Article from the Game Informer. So let's get into this, man. Sony has plans to end the production of physical discs for the new game starting in January 2028. Following that date, new PlayStation games will only be available to purchase digitally on the PlayStation Store and at retailers, which makes no sense because retailers are already showing they're pushing back. Now, there might be a couple who still will go along with that, maybe if they throw them a little incentive and so on and so forth. But we'll see what happens. So far, some retailers are like, and this has to do with the whole Grand Theft Auto thing. In a short PlayStation blog post, Sony states that it is making this move in response to the shifting trends in consumer preference. No, you're forcing it. Anyway, shifting trends in consumer preference favoring digital media, which the company says significantly outpaces physical disc. Of course it does, because you pushed it. Continue. The transition will have no impact on physical games already released or scheduled for release before January 2028. Here is Sony's full message. Consumer preferences and the broader entertainment industry continue to shift away from physical discs to digital. Physical game disc production for all new games releasing on PlayStation consoles will be discontinued starting January 2028. Following this date, new games. Okay, we went through that whole situation. This is a natural direction for Sony Interactive Entertainment to adapt consumer trends as a general preference for digital media significantly outpaces. Okay, we went through that. So this is their official message on that whole situation. So if you want to pause it, you can read that because I'm not really skimming through it too fast. But anyways, in a separate post, Sony also announced that it will shut down the PlayStation Store for PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Vita. The announcement comes days after PlayStation sparked concerns from physical media advocates by notifying certain users that it was removing hundreds of purchased movies and TV shows, which might I add, that happened and people weren't too happy about it, by Studio Canal from the digital libraries due to expiring content licenses agreements. It also comes after the recent news that Grand Theft Auto 6 will be a digital-only title. Which has caused an uproar among some players. No, a lot of players. But then again, once again, people are so excited. As you can see, they made $3 billion plus on pre-orders, and they're paying for the full game. It's not like, back in the days where you would get the official drop for the pre-orders and you could put like $5 down, $20 down, whatever you want to put down. And you could just do that until it's paid off or finish the payoff when you pick it up. That looks like that's not going to be happening no more. Anyway, let's finish this off. Though entertainment media has trended in this direction for years, it is still surreal to see one of the three major console manufacturers and publishers finally make the full transition to digital games. What do you think of this seismic announcement? This is obviously, this is the senior associate editor, Marcus Stewart, who obviously came with this whole situation. But yeah, I mean, wow. Just wow. They really are going full-fledged with this. And it's not like people are really asking for it. They're making people do it themselves. It's the same thing with everything else that's going on in this world today. When it comes to safety and security and all this kind of stuff, they push people in that direction. So that's what they choose. And then they'll say, oh, well, by the way, the people are choosing. Yeah, because you pushed them in that direction instead of giving them the choice. You gave them the illusion of the choice and then forced the situation with this whole digital thing. And of course, that goes into a whole number of different things. Tell me what you guys think. Like I said, like, share, subscribe. I'm out, man. This is crazy. Peace.